Well, again, the first thing is the conviction that evangelism is not just the pastor's job. That's the absolute key, that the church family see that, sheep give birth to sheep, shepherds don't give birth to sheep. So we're all to be doing this work of evangelism. So there may well be some work on motivation there to get people to see that. In the material, when one of the things that we say is, there is a place called hell. Week 3 of the 7-week course, we talk about Jesus in Mark 9 talking about hell. That's a motivation. Our sin will be paid for in a place called hell. The Lord Jesus came to pay that price. Please come to him. Godliness, at the heart of being like God, is seeking the lost. Exhibit A, Jesus. God sent his son and to find the lost, and we are sent as well. So that's another area that's huge. Thirdly, grace. It's amazing to have my identity in the grace of God, that God knows, the worst about me, and yet, despite knowing that, he loves me enough to send his son to die to forgive me. What does it mean for me to have my identity in God's grace? What does it mean for me to long for my friends to find that? So get those motivations in place. Let's teach so that belief leads to behaviour. But then from there, let's select some people whose interpersonal skills are okay. I mean, I do think in terms of leaders, the question here sometimes is, if I had a meal at my home and I had some non-Christians coming, would I be prepared to invite these people along to meet my non-Christian friends? And I love the church family we're in, but there's some people who, look, I love them, but they're not the best people in terms of being there, seeking to communicate the Christian faith to others. Love them as we do, but that is the case. And so I just need to be a bit discerning on terms of who I ask. But then once we've persuaded them it's their job, it's not just the pastor's job, getting them confident that they can open up Mark's Gospel, see what people's questions are, teach through it, and as they arrive, there's a meal, and then we get Mark's Gospel open, we look at a passage, and then there's a talk, then there's an open discussion, then at the end of the evening it's talk one-to-one, but all that is about saying, please be trained up and learn, how to let the gospel tell the gospel.